Welcome everyone to Heroes Open, sponsored by /GG. I am your host, DB Smiley here, casting Roll1 Esports, critically failing to success, versus UArk Esports. And did I accidentally? Yes, I did. Silly me, as in University of Arkansas. Updating that. There we go. Moving into this set. Going to be Battlefield of Eternity and Cursed Hollow. Let's go ahead and pull up what the teams picked and banned, Roll1 Esports being the home team. Going to go to Battlefield of Eternity after they banned Sky Temple. UArk banned Dragonshire, taking it to Cursed Hollow. And it's going to open up here with a Diablo ban. So, everyone loves a good old-fashioned Diablo ban. It's pretty meta. Strong on the map. Wall bangs, faux days. No one wants to get banged against the wall. Well, maybe some people, but it's not really appropriate for children to talk about it, is it? UArk going to be the other ban, so a little bit of a warrior choke out of the gate. Now, I'm very interested to see if Ana is going to come into this draft. Ana got a rework, came out last Tuesday. She just feels exceptionally strong right now. I would think Ana is fantastic on this map. Because the team, it's kind of hard to flank and wrap around. They can come at you from above or below, but they can't really come at you from the back. It allows Ana to stay in the back. Especially with a Maiev ban, I do think it makes Ana viable, especially if you see something like a Zeratul or a Genji ban here. Maiev ban coming through. Maiev, strong on the map. Enables just exceptional engage. Very hard hero to deal with. Pretty meta ban so far. Of the UArk's a bit strange, but could be a targeted ban. I say strange, not unheard of. Just you'd expect more like a Garrosh ban or something. Gonna go take out the Tyrande. Tyrande, good on the map for the Hunter's Mark, allowing a lot of Immort burn. The choke points allow a lot of Lunar Flare plays, Starfall plays. Good hero, great healer right now. Arguably the top healer in the meta. Though I think that is changing with Ana. I think Ana is just legitimately that good. It's going to be the Garrosh first pick, so great warrior to start with. At this point, you got to worry if you're going to get tank choke more, because there's already 3 tanks off. They could ban a 4th. Do you have to grab your tank here? If so, what is it? And at that point, are you giving up Immort Burn or the healer you want? So they're going to go with, they're going to get Immort Burn, they're going to get the healer they want. We're going to see Wanaba going to be playing Malfurion, Poe going to be on the Rainer. So let's go ahead and get that set up here. I'm also making sure to set up the player pop-ups, because everyone loves a good player pop-up. They're pretty fun to look at, not going to lie. Gonna be Ana. There it is. Ana Garrosh, very strong combo. Gonna get the Thrall. It's gonna allow some good engage there. Thrall feeling pretty strong at the moment. He kind of act really tankish. He's got good self-sustain. With the roots, he can really just kind of make it hard to get to the backline, even though he's not technically a tank. He's more a melee assassin. So Thrall, gonna see some good play. Greymane gonna get banned. Trying to deny that burn. The follow-up potential on the Garrosh flip or the sleep with a cursed bullet or a jump. But there we go. It's going to be the Thrall, and it's going to be the Ana. I like those picks. I really like the Ana pick. I already hinted that I would be a fan if anyone picked Ana tonight, and they did. Makes me feel good. Gives me nice warm fuzzies when I'm right. It's not very often. We really get honest with it. Joanna going to be the ban. The tank choke continues. With the UArk already banned, that probably puts you on to something like... I mean, you could do a Murden ETC. I've not seen an ETC in a while. But apropos, for Rock Your World, going to be playing the Elite Terran Chieftain. And we're going to have Zad grabbing the Jaina here. 2 picks left. Presumably you need your ranged assassin. I think a Phoenix makes a lot of sense. There it is. And then the Imperius. Imperius just allows so much engage, and they have a really good front line to protect this back line. On the side, of UArk Esports. I love this draft out of them. Bringing in the Imperius here is a good audible into the solo lane. And there's the Arthas. I expected we would see it. Arthas can be good at slowing the Garrosh, so if he gets flipped himself, he can be in for a little bit of a sticky wicket, as we call it here on this stream. So there we go. First draft. I like it. Let's see. So, going back, again, just a reminder, it's going to be a best-of-2 series. Both teams trying to go for a shutout victory. It's worth more points than a draw. More than 2 wins. So, 3 wins for a domination, 1 point for a draw. BOE, then into Cursed Hollow, Dragonshire and Sky Temple being banned. Looking at the standings right now, we take a look. We do actually have, and this is, I should note that Blasting Burrows is playing, I believe, Team Training Wheels at the moment on Dr. Holiday's stream. So, you know, if this game gets boring, you can flip over to that, and I won't be none too offended. And then you'll have some action with Bahamut later tonight, which I will post it over to after this series is over. But right now, Roll1 Esports coming off that loss to Blasting Burrows in Game 1. So we're going to look and see if they can get it here as we move into the match. It's going to be a good one. We're going to start over here on the left side. It is going to be, on the left side, you have Rock Your World playing ETC. Big Beard going to be playing Arthas. Poe going to be playing Raynor. Zad going to be playing Jaina. And Waniba going to be playing Malfurion. And over on the right, it's going to be Z-Blaster on Thrall, Blue Space Hat on the Garrosh, Dead Latin on Ana. Up here on the top, going to be Jax Taxman on Imperius. And still in base, we have Pokemaster J, but he's going to be joining the fight quickly. Those pop-ups looked a bit strange. Let me check if I did something wrong here. Okay, I did not. It just didn't work for whatever reason. Strange. And now I can't get the pop-ups to go away. Rip. There we go. Alright, so Ana currently poke checking, using that healing dart as a vision check as we look at the level 1 talents. As I actually have the wrong display up, so I will have to switch the interface after this game is over. Can't do it at the moment. Apologies for that. I will pull the talents up as I can, but it's going to be the Prog Rock. It's going to be the Exterminator, not surprising for the map. Malfurion going with that extra auto attack damage on Moonfire targets. Root. So Arthas going to be throwing a lot of that at Jax, and then Jaina going with the Globe build. On the right, though, it's going to be Imperius going with Burn the Impure, who as Big Root comes in. Burn Blue Space, not even the back up. Warbreaker, as expected. Crash Lightning, interesting choice here. But Grenade build out of Ana, which I expected. So, apologies for having the display a little bit wrong. What I can't really fix right now. Let's see. So, we'll get it fixed in the next game. This game, the interface is going to be a bit weird, and I apologize in advance for that. Forgot to switch my settings over to Aliob. Silly me. But there's a Root on a Blue Space Hat who's getting quite low. Ana keeping him alive. See what happens there. Meanwhile, it looks like Imperius starting to bully Big Beard a little bit. So, Roll1 Esports currently... Ooh, if Big Beard goes down here, this could be bad. Jack's going to take some cannon fire. Going to back up. Half health. Meanwhile, Throw Phoenix starting on this Bruiser camp. It's about the 2-minute mark. We'll get the warning here in about 30 seconds. This might be a bit early. They do seed the bottom siege camp to enable this. ETC mounting up right at the gate, just trying to protect the Khazras here as they start to siege up this wall. So this is good for Roll1. That extra damage they got in the bot lane definitely paying off. They're going to be able to get both camps. Like the hold, Pokemaster J, just making sure no one's around. No one's going to be clever and check it. Imperius going with a quick little stun. Level 4s come in here for the members of UArk Esports. As I remember at the last second to turn off my YOLO mouse. Here we go. Forgive. YOLO mouse, I know, not everyone's favorite mouse to look at. But it's going to be, bottom is going to be the Oh, I don't actually know. I think top is gonna be, yeah. Top's gonna be red, bot's gonna be blue. That's right, because it shows the caster from the perspective of blue. There we go. Burn coming in. Roll1 already on the objectives. Only just now is it going to be started by the members of UArk. So they're going to spot about, what, 5,000? A little bit over 5,000 HP. Burn, potentially... I don't know. With Exterminator, I think the edge does go to Roll1. And knowing this, we are seeing the members of UArk try to step up and look for the engage. And they are going to just hard engage here. Ana in the back going pew pew with the heals. Meanwhile, Jaina was clearing the top lane, now rotating in. But already, down to only 6,000. Jaina going to throw a blizzard over the wall. Needs to be careful. Jaxman looking potentially to engage on it. Jaina wisely rotating around to the back. Just going to give Malfurion time to heal. There's a route into a sleep. ETC taking a little nap on the job. What a scrub. Here comes the flank now. They're going to rotate over the top, moving in onto the point. Down to under 6,000 health. There's a big root. Stun going to hit onto Raynor, slowing down his damage, but under 2,500 now. Looks like this is going to be Roll1 Esports Immortal, but a good burn in the second half to catch up a bit for the side of UArk. They are going to lose this Immortal, but they're not going to be down too much as Jax is going to Hearth and presumably run to bot lane while the members of UArk get set up here. Taking a look at the level 4s, level 7 on the horizon. Once again, nothing too surprising. Vengeful Roots coming in. We do have the loudspeakers here. Ana going with that grenade build as I expected, and, you know, just highlighting a few of the picks. Everything pretty standard. I don't actually know Imperious builds that much. So maybe that's not at all standard. Maybe it's completely weird and I have no idea. Moves Immortal. Gonna get the well here. Down to melee. Gonna actually lay into this fort pretty well. So far, not the best defense, as Pokemaster not actually able to get a lot of poke. And that is going to be the first fort going down. And Roll1 did not roll 1 to start this game. Not at least the 13. Decent roll. Not amazing. You take it. But they're actually, if they get a keep cannon down here, and which they do, that's a nice experience boost. Still, about even on XP, but again, going to be a slight passive boost to Roll1 as they do the standard play of, let's just take the seed. Rotation coming down, heavy bot, no one's staying top for the soak. I don't like this decision. I know you want to get everyone down to the bot lane to try to get that camp, but that's a couple minions missed. Only going to be 2 missed, though, so not that bad. There's a flip. They're going to go for Arthas. There's the sleep dart. Are they going to finish the camp or are they going to still out for this? Big Beard is going to drop. But now it's a 4v4. They do manage to get the camp, but at what cost? Is Garrosh going to be the next to fall? But that's going to allow Imperious to soak pretty much for free, and this cat is going to kill some of the minions, which are not going to be able to be grabbed by the side of Roll1. So on that critical race to level 10 to see if you can get advantage. Right now, pretty much an even game. Roll1 with a current XP advantage, but going to lose this wave of minions up here at the rate it's going. And I like this. Jax, knowing, hey, these minions are going to drop, he is intercepting the archers, interesting enough. I would have just let them die, let them kill the front line. But there we go. Level 9, both teams. So far, looking at the level 7s. Once again, grenade build out of Honor, blood for blood from Thrall. Pretty standard stuff. Echo Pedal out of ETC. Gonna try to get a little bit of extra wave clear. I actually kind of almost would want to see Hammer On here. I think the math is single target. Hammer On's better, but I could be completely wrong on that. Still though, good start here for the members of Roll1. They do have a little bit better of a burn, as you see here, especially with that Jaina burst. They're going to take an early lead, although Phoenix is going to be able to lay into this quite nicely as well, as right now, only about a 2,500 lead to the members of Roll1. Arthas currently still in the top lane clearing. We are seeing a full rotation down here by UArk. Is ETC going to play this aggressive? They get stunned, but they're going to see what damage they can get before UArk is able to rotate in. The question is, did they stay too long? Arthas is not here. Is ETC going to get stunned? There's the sleep into the Imperious. Now here comes the face melt. Roll1 going to be able to power slide out of there. He does get away. And that was a Hyperion blown to get some more immortal damage. So now they have an 11,000 damage lead, thereabouts. And this is good for Roll1 to take a pretty healthy Immortal. Once again, Jaina coming up to clear this top lane as level 10s come in. We do have the Mosh. Raynor, of course, took Hyperion, as we saw there. Twilight Dream. Going to be the Army of the Dead. And the Ring of Frost over the Welly. Not too much really, like, squishy dive. I still think Welly is so good into Garrosh, but if they can land a big ring off a Mosh, it's worth it. There comes a Mosh, but ETC just going to get stunned out. Don't know if that was the trigger to pull, but a huge Ring of Frost is going to collect Garrosh and throw, but Ana is just healing through it with that Eye of Horus. It is an OP talent, boys and girls. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And now the turnaround is on, and that is going to be 3-0. Immortal going to go to Roll1 Esports, but nothing else is, as we have one very, very lonely tree. Just a single tear going down Malfurion's face. I don't have that sustain, as Eye of Horus. It's just fuck busted. I've said it in chat today, in a few places. Eye of Horus is fuck busted at this point. Ana is really good post-10. The only thing you can do to stop it is to just get onto it. Here we go. Eye of Horus. gonna try to save Imperius. He is kind of surrounded though. He managed to charge out of the blizzard, but there's no more Eye of Horus. And gonna get polished off by the ETC. A little bit of give him the axe there. Axe being guitar, not an actual axe. Anyway. Good engage there, though, by UArk. Now, the question is, can they come back? They are pretty heavily down structurally here. They need to be able to do something with this Khazra camp. They haven't sent anyone to soak top yet. Imperius not going to be up for 2 seconds, so potential to lose some minions on this wall, but even more importantly, to lose this wall. I mean, this structure is weak. And we're seeing a full hearth here. So now not even supporting Khazra camp, UArk. A little bit of split decision. They are going to send Imperius down, although Imperius is going to need to be careful. There's a lot of engaged potential here. Clearing up the top lane now. Imperius backing up wisely so. 5-man push bot. Going to go ahead and just walk up and say, yeah, it's 4 stars. We're going to take that. By the way, on the other side, I should note, we do have the Angelic Armament, so it's that shield ult, not the grab and throw up into the sky ult. Warlord's challenge going to be Earthquake, Eye of Horus, of course, because it's busted, and Salvo. Waiting for that Immortal to drop. Oh, when you will be here in my arms. Anyway, I don't know. That sounded funny in my head, and I realized it was not. Rock and roll. Ooh, good root. And an aggressive defense here, but it's going to allow the camp to be picked up by Roll1. Phoenix right now in the back burning, ready to join. Ana, I like her positioning, able to follow up with that Eye of Horus. Every ult up for both teams. There's a stun attempt. Garrosh going to use the Unstoppable. Eye of Horus flown a bit early, and Ana's going to have to break out of it. That's going to be full cooldown for only 2 shots, and it really did not make a difference in keeping it alive. And now the damage turnaround is absolutely real, and there's a Ring of Frost going to the kill on Imperius. And now, oh my goodness, Phoenix just keeps getting rooted in the back. The health bars are dropping, but they're keeping them alive as Malfurion. And Blue Hat Special gonna go down, excuse me, Blue Space Hat. And I almost said Blue Hat, like Blue Light Special. Wow. Something's being special, alright. But Garrosh does go down, and this should be Roll1 Esports taking a very healthy Immortal. And this is going to be a pretty big threat, as it's the 3rd straight objective loss for the members of UArk Esports. And that's going to be a 23,000 shielded Immortal. My goodness. Big wave top. Are they going to grab it and try to get 16? Yep, they're going to send Jaina top. She's going to try to get them closer to 16. Cannon walls are up down here. Imperius looking at Jaina. Jaina, though, going to rotate away. Imperius, for now, staying top. I would almost expect him to hearth. ETC looking for a flank, looking to see if anyone is going to try to come down on top of him. But so far, all the members back here behind the wall. Good sleep there onto ETC. Not really any follow-up, though. There comes the root. Ana now stepping back. I would like to see the Ana position back even further here. But there's the heal. Ana does have Eye of Horus ready to go. Needs to be careful. ETC looking for the step up. There's a good sleep dart. Followed by Root, just trying to deny ETC any mosh attempts. Here he comes. Does he sell out for it? No, he's going to stay alive. Malfurion getting the heals. Eye of Horus does do a lot of healing there. Now here comes... Oh, that's a slow with the Earthquake. Did they get the bonus damage? They got most of it. Ring of Frost turnaround could be... No re-engage. That death of Jaina not going to allow for the burst damage re-engage they need. But it is a keep down, and so Roll1 Esports is going to count that as victory. Get it set up for this bot camp. Roll1 Esports looking to grab 16s here. Ana did go with Purifying Darts for removing roots and slows, which makes all the sense in the world into Arthas and Malfurion. Difference is the level 16 he takes. I expect the healing dart stacks, because that can just burst heal someone so hard when you need it. Now, Roll1 gonna rotate up to this top siege giant. Little ping saying, hey, that's where we're going. Jack's gonna soak this. The Bruiser camp was picked up pretty early here. It's not gonna be able to get too much value. I think the biggest issue right now is because of how healthy these walls are, UArk, even if they win the next Immortal 100-0, is not going to be able to win with it. And when they have to deal with catapults in the bot lane, that's kind of problematic. There's a face melt trying to prevent Jax from engaging. Face melts have been very much on point. Very much on point. ETC going with that power slide armor, trying to make sure that you can get a good mosh and make it connect. Mounting up. There's the Imperious. Face melt once again, just denying any engage. We do see this active reload out of Ana, which I expected. Great talent. Great talent. Here we go. Rotation on a bot to clear up that lane. Camp still available on the left side for the members of Roll1, but they are wanting to look for a fight, it looks like, or they're just getting set up to burn. UArk, recognizing that they've not really won the races, now looking to engage off to see what they can get. Blizzard is down. Now might be a decent time to engage. There's a stun onto ETC. Doesn't have the face melt. There's the flip, followed up by the Imperious stun into the Warlord challenge, and ETC is down. How do you like your steak? Because that was well done. So if you like it rare, sorry. Good kill onto ETC. Phoenix now set to burn. I'd like to see a heavier commit to the burn here. They're playing a little sheepish right now. I think they could just keep 2 up to defend to just stall the Rainer long enough for a rotate in. And now, seeing the burn, Roll1 gonna investigate. There's a root. Jack's gonna get caught by it. Now engaging with the Imperious, but there's the root, and Ana's not there. Good into the fray to save Jack's tax by Blue Space Hat, and that's going to be the first time we're going to see UArk leading, but look at the size of this wave coming in on bottom. 3 Katas and a Summoner camp. They're going to have to burn quick and deal with it. If I'm Roll1, I invade here, and I invade aggressively, try to force them to choose between defending their core or burning the objective, and didn't see that though. A little bit of a passive play. But they did get a lot of good burn onto the shield, so this is going to be the first Immortal of the game for UArk, but as we mentioned, big camp on the core, already 79% health because of the Immortal. Pokemaster going to have to clear it. Those 3 Katas going to take a second to clear, and there's going to be a 4th coming down the lane. But here we go, a great aggressive play by Roll1, fighting past the Immortal, saying, hey, look, this Immortal, maybe it gets fort. Maybe not even that, but the simple reality is you're not going to step up while Phoenix is clearing. We have that vision. And this is not even going to get a fort. It gets the wall, and that's it. Wow, and no value there. You need to start opening up structures if you're UArk, but it hasn't happened yet. They need to get this Khazra camp. I like that they're pushing in the bot lane. That's their weak lane. Need to get this Khazra camp and get a fort here. They need some way to get that fort. Meanwhile, ETC already pushing up into the top. They'll have to send someone back to defend that top lane. Do we see a rotation down by Roll1? Looks like they're coming. They are coming down for this defense. ETC still in the top. Did not go stage dive, of course. Went launch. see what happens with that. And they get the wall, but now they're just backing up, and nobody back to defend top. So now they're all going to have to run back to do it. And try to grab their bruiser camp on the way. ETC doing some scouting. ETC going to be able to sit in this bush. Here comes an attempt by Roll1, looking for the engage. They're going to try to steal this camp while the top is being cleared. UArk stepping up, trying to get to this point. But a good route, and even though the Imperious Stun comes in, there's going to be a good engage. The camp was stolen. Big Twilight Dream, though. Rock Dream World going to drop. Ana trying to heal people up with that Eye of Horus. Manages to keep Garrosh alive for the time being. Can't Garrosh out. There's the active reload, and Garrosh is going to turn this fight, and that is 4 kills now. And Waniba, maybe the next to fall. Pokemaster all over that Malfurion, and this is the chance they needed with 4 people alive. They need to clear this catapult. They can't afford to lose keep, but they need to push something. It looks like they're going to pick top keep here. No, they're setting up just to burn Immortal. They're going to go for the full shield and Immortal play. Should have enough time to get a pretty healthy lead on the Immortal. Maybe even get a 100-0 Immortal. I don't think they have enough for that. ETC and Raynor will be up fairly soon. Imperious gonna clear this bot lane though, dealing with the 3 Catas stacked up here, and you know, they're managing to stay in the game. We do have the Deadeye, which is busted. It is absolutely busted. The upgraded Earthquake, the Earth and Shields. We do have the extra throw. It's going to be fun. Level 20, not here yet for Roll1. We're going to see what ETC takes. ETC, always a fun level 20. Pretty much everything's viable. Could see the Tor bus. Could see the Death Mosh, although I don't like ever banking on Death Mosh for value. When it works, it works. When it doesn't, you know, you don't have a level 20. Blink, always a good choice. I like a Blink. But this is going to be about a 90%, maybe 85% to 0. There is a catapult in the top lane, so it looks like they're going to all in on this. And in fact, with the wall down, they might play this very aggressively. No, they're going to back off. I think they need to be more aggressive. I think they need to try to fight past the Immortal. Even if it means going underneath, just try to see if they can get a quick pick. Because they need this Immortal to last. They need to burn the fort down very quick, if nothing else. Immortal down to about 2/3 of shield. But here it is. I mean, this is their win condition. They're going to have to find some kills and win the game off this. Level 20's here. It is the Tor bus. Raynor has not picked a level 20 yet. Daniel goes for the Blink. Arthas, the anti-magic shield. And interesting, going with the Life Bloom here. Extra, it's going to be the added Hyperion value. The upgraded Hyperion ult. There's the root. Ana cleansing it. Here comes the Hyperion. Gonna try to zone off, and full retreat here. They get the keep. They're not gonna look for the kill though. They've equalized bot lane. They're gonna get Katas in bot lane. They're definitely gonna try to play for this siege camp, get some extra pressure. Meanwhile, no one going back to deal with this catapult, which is gonna start attacking this keep soon. I'm concerned about that. Imperious now backing. Should be there in time. Top siege camp gonna be taken by Roll1. A pretty tense game. Not often do you see Battlefield of Eternity get to level 20 for both teams. Top lane, though, still an advantage. There's one catapult every 3 minion waves up in the top. That's not one of them, but that catapult came from that wave. Next wave has the catapult, so they're going to need to clear that up. And that could put a lot of pressure onto the top keep. Meanwhile, basically, here's the situation. If Roll1 wins the next Immortal, they win the game. There's no way this keep keeps the Immortal busy long enough that they can kill it before it kills the core. On the other hand, if UArk wins the Immortal, technically that's not the end of the game. I mean, it should get keep if they win it hard. Even if they don't win it hard, it should get keep. But it's not going to be game-ending unless UArk gets a kill. So it's really going to come down to this next fight, how the teams are going to approach it. And the thing is, they have opposite sides. Blue's going to be over here, red is going to be over here. And so they're going to have to fight here before the objective. It's going to be exciting to see. If they can get a narrow choke point fight, Ana is going to just win the team fight by herself with Deadeye, because it is, again, fuck busted. Still, though, both teams making sure they get that extra bit of clear. I like this decision. Clear out that catapult. You have 2 catapults now in the bot lane. Should win out over the 1. Bruiser Camp, though, going to be cleaned up by the members of Roll1. And now let's see how they approach this. The action is going to be here on the battlefield, which is most eternal. Jax rotating, looking for the engage. They're playing very defensively. So far, no real scouting attempt. Are they going to send someone up to clear that top lane? Both teams playing very defensively. Neither wants to be the first to make a move. And right now, that favors, with a catapult in the top lane, that does favor Roll1. Phoenix is going to go back to clear, and that's going to say, hey, Roll1, like, time to engage. We see Phoenix. Phoenix now coming back. Roll1, playing patient, waiting. Poke there from Jaina, trying to see if they can bait out the overcommit. ETC does have that Tor bus. Could it be used to get onto that Ana? Gonna be hard. Has to dodge the sleep dart. I think Imperius can stun through the mosh, but I am very open to being told I'm wrong in chat by that. And right now, it's just a waiting game. It's gonna allow Jaina to come down to clear. It's gonna send Phoenix up top to clear. But again, this favors Roll1 as long as it goes, and now they're gonna grab a camp here in the bot lane, which is gonna really put a foot. Ooh, but here comes the invade. They do see Jaina in the bot. They invade hard. They see the camp taken. They still see Jaina bot. Are they going to back up when Jaina joins? Yes, they do. About a 40% chunk. Now let's see how they play this. They want to position towards the bottom half. ETC being very, very risky near that bush. Trying to bait out a commit there. He does ping danger, and a retreat flag comes in. But meanwhile, starting to build up some steam. Big Beard looking to see if anyone's going to rotate. Sleep dart, shot in the dark, doesn't hit. Ooh, there's the flip on the ETC, though. They do get the root. Can they get the kill? They do. But Arthas is on Ana. Can Ana back up and get the Eye of Horus down? Oh, there's the active reload, and this is UArk going to be able to take the game. If they can just secure a few more kills, the Deadeye is going to take out Jaina, and that is going to be UArk Esports able to seal this game. Most likely, Big Beard going to stay alive. Someone needs to come back and defend this core, though. That is 2 catapults. You do not fuck around with that. Thrall's going to be the guinea pig to do it. Meanwhile, there is a top lane catapult to watch out for as well. But this is going to be a nearly full shield immortal for the members of UArk. I'm actually surprised they didn't just go bot and end the video game. Arthas is going to move on to the point. He's going to support this 3 catapult and the bruiser camp. Something of an all-in commit. But now here comes Phoenix. Phoenix decides against it. Decides against chasing. Imperius has back. So they are playing the very, very safe route. I would have liked to have seen an attempt to just end the video game bot by the members of UArk. We'll see if that comes back to bite them. Because remember, this Immortal's got to go through top. It's going to kill the top fort pretty quick. But then it's got to get through the wall, the keep, and then the core. Meanwhile, just so many minions up on the top here. And this is the risky situation, is that you're going to be leaving bot lane. Oh, great decision by Arthas. Now, members of UArk should see this. But I like this choice. Get even more push pressure on the bottom. You know you can't really deal with the Immortal. Are they going to just backdoor core here? They're going to backdoor core. They're just going to go on to core. And the members of UArk aren't expecting this. This could be a fantastic play. They're now going to see it. Are they going to Hearth? Do the Hearths come in? We see... Okay, the Hearths are coming. Arthas is under the point. As minions, token the shot. Here comes UArk. 79%. They do have the Ring of Frost lance. It's going to slow down the defense. Hyperion absolutely chunking the core, as is Raynor. They need to get damage on the Raynor. The Tor bus just buying so much time, though. Raynor goes down, but it's at 8%, and UArk is going to lose it at the last bit with a fantastic backdoor from Roll1 Esports, going to take map number 1. What a great game here. Map number 1 going over to the side of Roll1 Esports. As we take a look at some post-game stats here. You know, they got the kills, but they lost the macro, those 2 early objectives that they lost. 3 early objectives, I believe. Came back to bite them. They lost the objective. They ended up losing everything except top keep. The backdoor was just too fast. Hyperion just does so much damage to that core, but it comes down to rock your world with that amazing Tor bus to buy all the time in the world for that damage to come out. Great Tor bus, Mosh. And that's going to be Roll1 Esports. Taking game number 1. We're going to set for game number 2. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to Heroes Open, sponsored by /GG. Moving now into game number 2 as Roll1 Esports backdoors the core to take game number 1 in dramatic fashion. Longest game of Battlefield of Eternity I've ever casted. Take that to the bank. What a game indeed, Cersei. Absolutely fantastic set. Fun to do some casting, but it's really fun when the games are just really that close. Had a few close games the last week, but mostly the matches were kind of ended up being one-sided at times. That was by far the close game I casted, although credit to Once Bitten Thrice Pie versus Revive Esports on Tomb. That game, if you haven't seen it, it's on my Twitch page, on my YouTube page, it's on the Discord for /GG. Definitely check out that Once Bitten Thrice Pie versus Revive Esports game on Tomb. That was a hell of a game as well. Meanwhile, we saw a Nanook ban and we saw a Tehran ban. Now we see an Abathur ban. So, a bit worried. Maybe something they saw UArk do. I know I was talking to Rock Your World before the game. There was a little bit of scouting. A little bit. Abba nerfed. He sucks now. There we go. Diablo ban on the other side. We're going to see what we get there. Been a good match, though. Been a very good match so far. 4 bans for the price of 2. Banjo and goal. 4 bans for the price of 2. Well done, Jax. That's actually... Hanzo, I like it on this map. Good boss clear. Not amazing boss clear, as he used to be. Like, broken boss clear. But with the hallway fights that happen, most of the fights tend to happen kind of in hallways. Hanzo can just rock. Maev ban, once again, so sticking with the Dibbles Maev ban, trying to deny that hyper engage. But we see the Dahaka at a big beard. I know that Dahaka, this is arguably his best map. Globals can get a lot of value. You can even get value off Apex Predator at 20, although Contagion has kind of become the norm there. But there's the Jaina Garrosh, not picking up the Ana. Now, on this map, there are definitely more flanking angles, and maybe that's what they're worried about, is that with the Dahaka picked up, what they really want is to make sure that they get their flip and their blow up. They definitely have the Garrosh. The other side of it could be that they didn't like the Rings of Frost from Roll1. They thought that they were kind of killer. And there were a few that were kind of swing and a miss, and then there were a few that were just killer in that last game. But there's the Tehran, followed up by the Rainer. I would expect an Ana ban, and I would be surprised if we didn't get it. There's going to be Joanna, banned out. So once again, a little bit of a warrior choke, although Nubrak still up to be selected. And Nubrak pairs well with the Tehran. Good, predictable burrow charge into the spines stun combo. Easy follow-up for the Hunter's Mark Lunar Flare. Time expiring here. What's the ban going to be? Do they deny the Ana? It is going to be the Ana ban. That's what I expected. Ana is, as I've said before, fuck broken. Deadeye is fuck broken. And you just don't want to go against it on a hallway map because it would be fucking broken. Imperious once again picked up. They like that choice. Jax sticking with that comfort. Sylvanas. Getting good. I will say it. I like the Sylvanas pick here. Sylvanas does a lot of AoE sustained damage, and that's where Tehran struggles. Tehran is good at healing single target damage. You get some AoE damage to get onto the backline, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Saving their healer for last pick. There's the ETC once again. Could be crawling for the match. Going with the Genji, trying to get onto that back line. Insta-lock Brightwing. I love it. Match the global. Brightwing strong into the Genji. You have the polymorph. Do we see the Emerald Wind or do we see the Blink Heal? I've always been more partial to Blink Heal. I totally get Emerald Wind. With the ETC, maybe you want that extra. With the Dahaka potentially flank in the back, maybe you want that extra. We'll see. We move here into map number 2. Just a reminder of where we were before. The Roll1 Esports takes their map choice, which was Battlefield of Eternity. So now we're moving into UArk's choice. We did see the Abathur ban, possibly some scouting from Roll1, although Jack's saying that Abba sucks now. Ana did get banned, so they forwent the Ana on the side of UArk Esports. They had the option to take it, but they took the Jaina instead to pair with Garrosh. We'll see if that pays off for them here as we move into the match. Forgive me, I do not have the player pop-ups ready to go. Silly Smiley. Silly boy. So I don't have those ready to go. I will try to get them set up here in the next little bit. But in the meantime, let's just go ahead and introduce them. It is Rock Your World. Going to be playing ETC once again. Zad on Genji. We're going to have Poe on Raynor once again. Wanaba going to be on Tyrande, and up here in the top, it's going to be Big Beard to Hawk on top, matching up against Jack Taxman for the members of UArk Esports on Imperius. Sea Blaster on Jaina, Dead Latin on Brightwing. Blue Space Hat. Going to be on Garrosh once again, and we do have Sylvanas played by Pokemaster J. And here we have, quite possibly, the most exciting lane ever. Oh, no, not over there. Not over there. How to remain hidden. Big Beard going to step up, clear this wave, going to force Imperius to counter. Meanwhile, down here in mid, so far, a lot of poking. But so far, Roll1 getting an advantage in that rotation. This time we do have the correct Aliab's frame. Hooray. Can bring up the talents. We have Prog Rock from ETC. It's going to be tissue regeneration. I've been seeing that more and more from the Haka as Big Beard trying to pull Jax back to the wall, but slowed. Couldn't get through it. Mark of Mending. Really? So a foregoing of a Loon's Chosen for Mark of Mending. Basic attacks against targets with Hunter's Mark heal their attacker for 2%. We'll see if that pays off. You know, you have... Certainly Genji could get a lot of value off that. I've never actually been tempted to really play with that talent, so I'm very interested to see how it goes this game. That's the most surprising. Otherwise, everything looking pretty standard. Overwhelming Affliction from Sylvanas. Genji, of course, going with Evil. Ace in the hole this time. Don't need that Immort burn. But it's going to be 2 tanks in mid, 2 tanks in the top, and here's where the real fun happens. It's Zad getting polymorphed, and maybe I jinxed it by going down, but Zad, if I did jinx it, I'm sorry. Oh no! We lost the globe in mid. My sympathies for your loss. But already, Siege Camp doing a lot of work down here. Meanwhile, Jax is going to have a hard time defending it. Oh, that is the tongue. Can he get the kill? It's going to be close. 53 HP. He is going to survive. He does have a tap. Brightwing going to come up and top him off. That's going to open up a chance to defend this bot lane. Meanwhile, the mid stalemate continues. As both teams chasing each other around in a minion wave. Oh boy. Oh, can Jaina get the slow? There's the... Misses the Frostbolt, though. Sylvanas gonna get on it. ETC gonna be able to get away. Under 400 health. But already, Genji gonna stay bot. Looks like we're just gonna see a give from the members of Roll1. Gonna play for a little bit later here in the game. Easy cap by Dead Latin. Already. Move to the Bruiser camp here. Raynor looking like he's going to do the same. ETC Raynor should do Bruiser camp. It looks like, nope, looks like there's going to be Tyrande as well. Brightwing rotating down. The best hero in the game. Look at her. Brightwing Garion, third of her name, Brighten Everwing, Shooter of Valley, Transformer of Foes, Aspect of Spell Armor, Breaker of Chains, Summoner of the Emerald Winds, Master of the Invisible Arts, and, of course, Devourer of Entrails. Brightwing Garion. Great hero. Great hero. Genji still solo soaking bot, but XP pretty much even at this point. Mid soak being lost, and now it's gonna give a chance for UArk to push up a bit. Need to be a bit careful. There's the stun. Lunar did go with that Lunar Flare stacking quest. One who collects for Dahaka, so definitely gonna see more split pushing as Dahaka burrows into the back line. Oh, good bait there by Pokemaster J, and this should give a little slight soak advantage to the members of UArk Esports. Is Genji going to rotate up here? Jaina going to make sure she gets that wave with the Blizzard. Is that going to at least dismount? No, looks like he's going to clear this minion wave. Meanwhile, though, here's a hard engage onto Garrosh, but he's just so tough to kill, and here comes the Brightwing Hypershift, just going to undo all that damage. And now it looks like this might have to be yet another give. Genji is going to be late and coming in low. No, Roll1 is going to force this 4v5. This could be a disaster if this doesn't go well. Good resets there by the Brightwing, but here's the power slide. Can they get on the Jaina? Jaina solo. Jaina dies into the backline, and that is going to give Roll1 the chance again. Here comes that. Moving in onto the Brightwing. He's protected, by the way. There's the stun. Brightwing does not have the polymorph. Jax now in so much trouble. Jax is going to be the next to fall, and Genji gets there just in time, but Jaina... Oh no, Jaina and Sylvanas trying to force through this gap when the rest of the team's here. You gotta just back up and rotate around at that point into an ETC comp. It's just gonna be so hard to get value, and that could let Roll1 stop the early lead that we were seeing from UArk. UArk getting good structure damage here in mid, here on bot. Top lane had been favoring Roll1, but that was the only lane. But now it's pretty even. See what happens. It's a good game already. It's a good game already. Level 7, nothing too surprising yet. Is this going to be a stage dive game for ETC? Stage dive can be very, very strong on the map. We shall see. Brightwing going with Peekaboo. So I've been quite partial to Q-Bill Brightwings. That's why I said I thought there was a reset earlier. The Stable Anomaly, going to try to get some damage. Mainly the slow, I think, is the goal here. We're going to get the phase shield, effectively, and the vision. And I think the vision's valuable into the ETC. What happens? Dahaka getting engaged on. Good stasis. Dodging the Blizzard. Dahaka going to be able to get away from this. Channel comes in, and it's 2 for 1 in favor of Roll1, and ETC is going to look for the flank, as are Tyrande and Raynor. ETC steps up. Shows, oh, there's a miss, and with his stun down, oh no, a little bit of a miscommunication there. Lunar Flare does not land. Brightwing comes down, though. That is a blink down. Brightwing gonna have to clear up some minions to get her blink up before the next objective. But, Dahaka gonna burrow just right up top, and that's gonna give Roll1 an advantage. They should be able to get a cannon tower here. Imperius gonna have to take it the long way. Global's very strong on this map. We're already seeing them affect, and I kind of like the cat and mouse game we're seeing from Roll1.
The choice is simple.
Where, oh, but there's an ISO miss. As we do see the isolation Moss, it's going to be Shadow Stalk over the Starfall. Hyperion and X-Strike. Oh boy, Dahaka needs to be careful here. He burrows. Oh, is Mind Control? No, it is a Silence Wailing Arrow, so I don't think they're going to be able to kill Big Beard. If they had the Mind Control, maybe it's doable, but at the same time, like, Wailing Arrow is really good. There's going to have to be the Wailing Arrow to interrupt Mosh. Focus here on the Jax. Here comes the Brightwing Bomb, but oh, the members of UArk are split. Can Roll1 capitalize? They are falling back towards the point. Here it comes UArk, going to be able to regroup here. Is Poe going to be able to get this channel? He does not, and the Ring of Frost is going to come in, and now Poe is in a world of hurt, but the Emerald Wind trying to buy space. Giving Brightwing time. Hopefully he'll play space. Rock Your World is low. He gets stunned, and down he goes, and it's going to be 2 and 2 tributes, and already this game is everything we came to expect from game number 1. It's close, it's back and forth, and this is a fantastic set. Genji broke off, clearing the mid. Are we going to see a boss play? Tyrande did see it. Are they going to do it? Are they going to pull the trigger? They're not. They're worried, I think, about the ETC engage. Should note, Warlord's Challenge, Armament's Ring. It is the Emerald Wind over the Blink Heal.
This time.
And of course, as we mentioned, Wailing Arrow. Little 10s here for both teams. This is a decisive fight. Boss, though, is going to be picked up by Roll1. Boss was not picked up by UArk, and I think that's going to be a mistake that they regret, as now they have to choose between giving up the fort to the boss, which, with only 1 tower down, they might give it more. Oh, Garrosh kind of looked away from the screen, didn't get the immediate flip on the ETC, but here comes the follow-up. Blizzard going to force a backup. There's the Unstoppable trying to walk away. The silence onto Blue Specialist. There's a tongue onto Imperius. Space Melt trying to separate it further, and the members of the team are separated. Jaina going hard for the Rainer, but Jaina is going to get deleted there. And that is going to be Roll1 taking the first curse with a boss up. And they need to be careful here on the side of UArk. I don't think they realize how dire their situation is. There's the X-Strike, Imperious with a good follow-up. Roll1 protected, but the Brightwing is going to go down, not able to get out. If only she had something that let her maybe blink towards an ally, and yeah, just for good measure, maybe heal them. I'm being snarky. I do get Emerald Win there, but just Jaina really hard committing to the Rainer. Didn't have the follow-up on the ring, though, to secure the kill. And there is a tongue on to Garrosh. He used the Unstoppable, but it's a three-man mosh. Going to allow the engage. No follow-up kills yet. Genji going hard for Pokemaster. Is Pokemaster going to have? Pokemaster does indeed go down. The wall is down. And this boss that they picked up before the curse is now potentially spelling doom for the members of UArk. They are in so much trouble. There's the flip into the polymorph. Can they get the kill onto the Hawkins? The Hawkins going to be on a barrel, and he is going to stay alive. My goodness. And now, oh no, this boss is half health. Are they going to try to commit? No, they're going to back off. But this is already just a death sentence. The UArk, they lost their top keep wall. They lost their mid-fort wall. There's so many minions top. Hard to get a huge lead. Back before 2019, this would easily be like a 3-level lead now. Or at least a 2.5 level lead. Only about a 1-level lead now. But, they have to be careful. Are they going to start the boss? They're just so nervous. They don't have vision over the members of Roll1. Meanwhile, Roll1 is doing their camps. Al is coming in. They're going to see it. Garrosh stepping back. This should be a boss. Going over to UArk. Will not be up here in time to contest. They're going to look for the fight, though. With a catapult in the bot, any fight they can take could play out well for them, as there's another catapult coming. I'd like to see some aggression here out of Roll1. Ooh, the members of UArk are split, and Garrosh is all alone after that. So there's the silence. Manages to get cleansed out, though. Now Brightwing trying to Z away. Brightwing manages to do so. Gets out. Good invade there by Roll1. Not able to secure any kills, though. Imperious flying away. We are seeing the Harsh Moonlight. So Sentinel, that's about what you'd expect to see. Very strong level 13 talent, especially for denying a hypercarry. You get that on the Jaina, you can just will hard win a team fight. Sylvana's starting to come online here, though, and at 16 she's really going to come online in terms of her AoE damage. So this is going to be the chance. If I'm UArk, I give this up and I say, look, we're losing the race to 16. Let's not even try to take the fight. The Haka is going to be able to join. They're going to get 16. Let's just clear bot lane and do it. They are going to push up. Oh, I don't like how stacked up they are. Oh, that's a 4-man mosh. Sylvanas, though, with the Wailing Arrow immediately turning around. Poison damage coming out. This could be enough. ETC is dropping. Angelic Armament trying to get the kill, but there's the silence on the Garrosh. Is this Brightwing Heal going to get there in time? Brightwing Heal does not get there in time. Meanwhile, Genji, though, goes down chasing the Jaina. So the 4v4. The tribute is up. No one has collected it yet. There is this top camp pushing in. It's going to potential pressure keep. There's a power slide on Sylvanas. Brightwing coming in with a heal. If Sylvanas... Oh, they get the ETC kill, though. And this could be bad. There's a slow onto Wanaba. Wanaba is so low. Wanaba has very high amount of save healing. There's the Shadow Stalk. Are they going to be able to find it? There is the stealth icon. They're looking for it. Brightwing going to go for the Q. It is a miss, but the Shadow Stalk fails. And down goes Tyrant, and that's a chance, but with a Catapult and Siege Giant here, it's going to need to be cleared quick. Starting to turn the attention on to the structure. This, oh boy, the Siege Giant, I don't know if they're going to be able to say, oh, there's Sylvanas with the Black Arrow. Catapult goes down. Top keeps still standing. Just barely, 2,351 health. Setting up now, next tribute going to be here, bot left. Boss is up. UArk cannot afford this boss. If they give this boss up, it will be the game. They don't have enough burn on the Immort. Right now, Imperious lagging behind, looking like they want to go for the flank engage. Are they going to get it? There comes the flip. They're focusing ETC. Once again, there's the polymorph. ETC going to get taunted, and they do get the kill, and they've definitely been trying to focus that ETC, and it has paid off for them. And now this could enable them to go for a boss play. They need to be a bit careful because of the Hyperion zoning, because Dahaka can kind of do okay on the point, but they have the Emerald Wind. I would like to see a boss play, and I would like to see it fast. Dahaka is top. They need to either back and defend their keep, or they need to push hard, I guess. If they got the boss there before they got the tribute, I think they could have potentially looked to try to end bot. They are already going to lose the top keep, though, so it's going to be close. Let's see how hard they push here. It is a 5-man push mid. Does suggest to me that they are looking to end the game. Dahaka starting to back. He's going to join this fight. Genji on the top camp, going to try to get some added value, going to Hearth as well. But now, a little bit of a late defense here by Roll1 Esports, and this keep is going to go down. The question is ETC going to be able to get off a killer mosh? There's quite a bit of stacking here by the members of UArk. UArk is absolutely going to go for game here. They do have a lot of minions. It's going to help them burn the core down. There's the flip stun, but Dahaka going to burrow out the damage, and now Blue Space Hat, a little bit of an awkward spot. Pixie Dust trying to get him out. Blue Space Hat running. Gonna have to walk away here. They've opened up a keep in mid lane. But now if they go and clear out that top lane, they're going to give up the boss. What do? Do they just start trying to burn the boss and kill it before the team gets here, or are they baiting? Tyrande Owl, I'm pretty sure it saw Garrosh. They are going to try to go for this bot fort, looks like. Bruiser Camp going to be picked up by R1E. Meanwhile, Siege Giants and a Catapult continuing to push down top lane. Catapult going to be following it up. There's going to be a stack. If UArk's gonna fight over this boss, they need to pull the trigger, and they need to pull the trigger now. Very tense moment. If they stand and wait, they lose. They are gonna start the boss. Very aggressive move here. R1E looking to flank. Here comes ETC, waiting for the moment to engage. It's half health. Genji doing a good job getting vision. Once this gets down to about a quarter health, I expect to see a hard engage. Here comes the Mosh. Hits 3. Stun immediately there from Garrosh. Hex Strike coming in. There's the shield. Brightwing trying to get on to Garrosh. Does do so. Ring of Frost secures the kill onto ETC. Angelic Armament going to keep Jax alive for the time being, but Zad should be able to finish. No! Oh, Jax does go down, but now Zad in a bit of a trouble. Hyperion trying to stop the follow-up, but the poison damage going to be able to kill Genji. And now what do the members of UArk do? They have a Catapult, 2, 3 on top with a Siege Giant. They can't afford to all commit to the boss, and they're going to have to send Jaina back. That's going to leave a 2v3. Do they risk it with the Shadow Stalk? Do they risk trying to go for a kill onto a low-health target? It is very risky, but Jaina has to back to defend this top. They would have lost a lot of damage in the time it takes to take this boss. And right now, Garrosh is very, very low health. Has to blow the Unstoppable just to avoid being stunned by the boss. And there's the root, and that should kick out the kill. And this could be huge for R1E. Oh, Brightwing is moving on to the point. She needs to have the Emerald Wind. Is she going to get it? She does. And that is going to be UArk going to get the boss still. Can they get out? That kill onto Garrosh, though, 48 seconds from now is when he's going to be back up. R1E should be able to get this. No, they're going to have to give this tribute. Big Beard backing up. And UArk now back into the game. This set is so close. Just absolutely a 50-50 game at this point. But without really any push power with it, it's still going to be a slight advantage. 2 lanes with keeps versus 1 on the side of UArk, but bot's going to be picked up here. This could generate a lot of push value. They're going to be able to snowball it. And 20 advantage is just not going to get any value for R1E, even though the Garrosh is dead. Dahaka going to push in that bot lane. Let's take a look at the talents. We do have the Contagion. We do have Death Metal coming out from ETC. Ice Blade Arrows with the Darnesian Archery. Very strong with the Loons Chosen, but also very strong for Tyrande, keeping yourself alive. Domino Resolve, once again, in Living Weapon. On the other side, we do have the upgraded Heavenly Host. Titanic Mask, again, Brightwing has yet to pick a level 20 Ice Blink. And Withering Barrage. Camp's going to be picked up. Right now, 1-to-1, you don't have to force a fight here. You can take a minute, get macro control of the map, but you do see R1E up top dealing with the boss. So you do want to position, get this curse, set yourself up, potentially get a game-ending curse on the next tribute. This map sometimes can feel very awkward to end. Ooh. Are they looking for a Dahaka? They're looking for a Dahaka. Are they going to find a Dahaka? Good burrow. Team comes in. Good face melt. So far, engaged. Oh, and R1E. Wannabe. Wannabe is in a bit of a sticky wicket. Uses the Lunar Flare to secure the getaway. But this should be UArk's tribute to lose. Dead Latin. Gonna channel. Is the interrupt gonna come in? How hard is ETC gonna force? There's the tribute. Genji onto the backline. The polymorph is there. And Genji is going to drop. I think it was too aggressive a play. ETC coming in once again with the Mosh. Is the interrupt there? There it is with the wailing arrow. But it's going to be able to take out Brightwing with that Ring of Frost. Now the retreat is on without the beloved Brightwing Garian server named Brightner, Wing, Shooter of Valleys, Transformer of Foes, Aspect of Stellar, Breaker Chase, Summoner of the Emerald Winds, Devourer of Entrails, Master of the Invisible Art, and Blinker of Heals. But the turnaround on the ETC is going to be instant and furious. And ETC gets deleted, and down goes Dahaka. Faster than you can say Brightwing, Garian, third of her name, Brightner, we Shooter of Allies, Transformer of Foes, Aspects of our Gator Tames, Summoner of the Emerald Winds, Blinker of Heals, Master of the Invisible Arts, and Devourer of Entrails' name did ETC and Dahaka go down. And that could be it, as that is going to be a cursed tribute. There are 4 katas on the core, and no one is addressing this. They're doing a bruiser camp right now. What is... Oh, no! The katas are... I mean, yeah, they're not going to end the game, but you just gave up 56% on your core for a bruiser camp. I don't know if it's worth. Cheeky attempt at an interrupt. Barely doesn't connect on time. My goodness. Well, here we go. It's going to take a miracle defense. They're going to have to get a 5-man team wipe. The health of their core is just so low. They're going to... Well, they're not waiting on their minion waves. I'm really surprised by this. There's a camp up. They're not waiting on minion waves. I think this is a mistake. I think when you have katas mid, you got to walk that up. They're giving a chance. There's the engage onto ETC. ETC, that time the face melt lands. Polymorph on to Genji, but he's going to be able to walk away. Ring of Frost comes down. Ring of Frost is a miss, and now things could get very, very risky. There's a stun. Brightwing coming in, though. Onto Jaina. R1 EZ having to back up. Going to have to heart the core. Here comes the minion wave now, but the shield is still standing. 53%. They're going to have to turn this around. Are the members of R1 say, here comes the X-Strike. They get the kill onto Imperius. Is that going to be able to get away? He does, and there is the Mosh, and it's going to allow Genji to start getting resets, but the core still goes down. And oh my goodness, what a series. What a series. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, what? They had to get the 5-man team wipe. They waited just a little bit too long. They started getting the kills. They started getting Genji resets, but it wasn't enough. Great blow-ups onto ETC, though, by UArk. They were retreating, and they turned around with the ferocity that you would never see. What a series. We're going to try to, real quick, see if we can get an interview here. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Alright, and we are back here on Heroes Open, hosted by /GG. I am joined by Dead Latin and Jax Taxman of UArk Esports. So, first, what a series. I mean, both games were insanely close. Longest Battlefield of Eternity game I've ever seen. Cursed Hollow also went long. Not often you see 3 curses on that map, but we got it. So first, I guess overall, what's your takeaway from the series?
I go ahead.
Yeah, okay, I'll start, sure. I think our takeaway from the series is we're happy with how far we've come in the past little while, especially in our macro game, and we're playing against good teams, so we'd like to step our micro up going forward.
Let's talk about that macro a bit. So it seemed like on both maps early on, you did get a little bit behind in macro. Do you think that's fair to say in early on? I don't want to say something and be like, what are you fucking talking about?
I think actually we were kind of up on Cursed Hollow, but I agree we were down early on BOE. That's partially just comfortability. Like for Cursed Hollow, we've run the beginning game for that like countless times, and that's kind of like one of our central maps that we know.
I should take that back. By early, I guess early is a really big misnomer. That game went long, so I'm saying like like level 16 is early at that point. I guess that's more what I meant. Early game, you guys did have an advantage there. Once the first curse was down, though, you were definitely playing from behind a bit. I think, is that fair to say?
Oh, definitely. Basically, I thought we played that match pretty well, except for that 1 30-second span with boss and losing curse.
Mm-hmm.
And that really kind of set us back from behind. But I think we did well being able to get back from behind, realize that even though we were down a keep and basically all our forts early, we were still in it. And our XP soaking really helped us stay in both games.
Yeah, you guys managed to hang on down. You had to keep down in both matches. Before the opponent, you had to deal with the catapults coming every wave. Like, how do you handle that from a macro call perspective? Do you have one person who's kind of designed to turn around and handle that, or is it just kind of like whoever's available at the time?
Yeah, I handle shot calling both macro and like engages and micro, which is kind of hard from the support position. But it's mostly just it's just juggling, and thankfully we drafted a ton of wave clear, so I had tons of options both games on who to send, and it's just balancing for BOE like, hey, who can we send versus doing damage to Immortal to clear, and a lot of time I just honestly send Jackson here.
I'm a solo laner, so I'm used to being told, hey, know your place, go soak those minions, that's what you're good for. But especially on BOE when we had the Phoenix there, Phoenix can just wipe that wave instantly. So it is that balancing act of we don't want to send too much damage away in case we're about to fight, but making sure we get the clear as fast as possible.
All right, so looking at game number 1, you guys went early with the Garrosh and the Ana. Garrosh, I don't think needs any introduction. Ana being that high a priority pick seems somewhat new. So, I have a question for you, specifically Dead Latin, who played Ana. Is her ultimate, Eye of Horus and its upgrade, broken or fuck broken?
Oh, it's fuck broken.
Yeah, that's what like, I was telling
Nano boost being the god alt as it is, I think you only take, like, if you have a Li Ming, like, even with Jaina, I would consider taking Eye Force. You saw it on when they invaded us.
Yeah.
I was just able to sit back, pop my alt, even without the upgrade, and just keep our main tank alive from a mile away.
It's so incredibly powerful. I mean, I'm of the mindset that if they nerfed its output by 15%, it would still be insane. It just feels so good.
It just has so much utility and allows for you to be like, oh, hey, my solo laner, just go win your matchup because I can just pop ult. Or it takes away her biggest weakness, which is the biggest problem. So I don't know how Blizzard's going to solve that other than just number balancing. I think the biggest thing, though, is its cooldown is still 45 seconds. So I think
very short. Very short.
They could bump that up to like 75 seconds, even 90 seconds, and I think that'd make it more balanced.
I'm a support player, so I don't want them to fix it too much. It is not fun to play against at the moment. Let's put it that way. You guys, you won. I think they won the first 2 Immortals, got a lot of value off it. Maybe it was the first 3. I think it was the first 2. You guys won the couple Immortals late. You had that big Immortal up in the top. Were you thinking about that backdoor, or were you completely caught off guard by it? I know you backed as soon as they were visible. Did you think it was possible, or were you just unprepared?
I don't think we called it. I mean, there was a vague awareness, but I mean, our core was I don't remember, but I don't think it was too bad. I think it was 90-something%.
I think it was 77 because it lost.
70.
It
Okay,
lost,
77.
somewhere
Yeah.
in
So
there. Yeah.
we weren't super worried about it because it was like, are they really gonna dive people into this high health of a core? But I mean, they did it and they executed it perfectly. So
Yeah.
we probably should have been more aware of it.
So going to map number 2, you guys had the opportunity to go Garrosh Ana again. You took the Jaina, and I actually had some speculation on why that is. What, I guess, is there a particular reason that you went with the Jaina over the Ana there, or is it more
so we
map
could steal
dependent?
Jaina from them. It's so we could steal Jaina from them. That's the
Okay.
answer.
And
We
at the same
figured they
time,
would just like ban Ana, not pick it. So
and we like Brightwing on that map to get
Mhm.
at least one person with boss control. You saw it
Yeah.
there at the end with our last
It
boss
absolutely
take. You
made
need
the
at least
difference.
one hero with
if
it.
you lost
so.
that boss, the game was over. Yeah,
Exactly.
and that was definitely a save when things got really bad really fast there. With the Raynor and Tyrande helping to set up that Garrosh pickoff on top of the boss route.
I think that was one of 2 times in that game where I knew if I went in, I would die, but I figured me dying, I could get positive value. So like, I think it was like the second tribute of the game, maybe the third. It was in the top right of the map. I just inted so that there were 2 people that could make a safer escape, and I just called, "I'm inting, get out." And on that boss fight, I inted for the Genji, and then left us with a 2v2, and B-Wing luckily had Emerald win, so we would win that 2v2 over the boss, if not in direct fight.
Yeah. With that, I guess now let's take it through the last part. So you guys get the curse. You have 5 on 5. They have 5 up. You have 5. You push down mid. You don't have the minion wave with you yet. What is comms like? Are you saying, look, we're just looking for an opportunity? Are you saying let's wait for the minion wave? Like, what was the goal that ultimately led to you winning the game? What were you waiting on? Because you did posture up there very aggressively.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we kind of thought we could go in and possibly win game without getting a pick, but we knew we could win game if we got a pick. So posturing really aggressively to try to find that pick. But I mean, Dead Latin was the one making the calls, so he knows a little more about it. But it was definitely looking for that pick if we could find it.
Yeah, the call was we just need one, and the game is secured, like a pick. So we tried to get the ETC. He barely got away.
Got the face melt that time. You guys did a great job interrupting face melt the other time. Sorry to interrupt. I had to point out you did a fantastic job picking ETC.
And then from there, almost got the Genji kill. Jackson kind of, while we were peeling the Jaina. Also,
I hit him with like every single sword from my ult, like every sword right on him, and he was at so low HP, and I got greedy for him and I died.
And a blizzard bug. We learned that if you ice block and throw a teammate at the same time, it throws them into the enemy team. So that was not our Garrosh throwing our Jaina in. That was a bug we've learned.
Huh. I was wondering what happened there. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but and then from there, it's just we were trying to pick one of their Raynor or Jimmy or Raynor or Genji, and from there we just realized as we were dying that core was at like 20%, so just hit core.
Yeah, right.
Finish the game real quick.
As I say to my team, right click the core in the dick till it don't work.
A lot of screens for core.
Well, guys, it was. I mean, I gotta say that is. I've casted, going back about a year and a half now. That is all time one of the best series I've casted. I gotta put it right now top 5 certainly, top 3 probably. Number 1 will always be the Season 2 Division C finals of another league that I casted. Best of 5 series that went to 5 games, but that definitely stepped up to it. Best of 2 I casted. That
it's funny because I have a friend who knows nothing about Heroes of the Storm, and I said, "Hey, we're about to play. It's gonna be casted. You should watch me play." And I got a DM right after it ended that said, "Is this always that exciting?"
I could say go back and watch some of the games last week. There were a couple that were exciting. Out of 6 games, like 2 of them were particularly exciting. The others kind of face rolling. Anyway, with that, we're gonna have to bring the interview to a close. Thanks for joining us. Best of luck the rest of the season. For everyone else, thanks for watching Heroes Open on /GG. I'm gonna throw it over to Bahamut, but go ahead and just go to his Twitch channel if you know it. He's going to be casting some Heroes Lounge action as well. I will see everyone next time in the Nexus. Thanks for watching. Take care.